Oh, forgot to connect the page. All right, let's go with that. All right, let's move this a bit. Okay. Welcome to DeFi Crypto Today's daily news. All right. Okay. As always, we're trying to reach 3,000 people on Twitter. We're getting closer. We need 11 more people. Come on. 11. It's not that much. All right. So, and if you need to DM me, well, you can do it at DeFi Crypto T on Twitter if you need to send me a message. That's the best way to connect with me. All right. Don't forget to watch our new video where we're talking about monastery finance, which has a very unique twist on the old Ohm fork with several enhancements that might be more successful. Okay, they just the monk the Eternal Monk NFTs were launched back in December, and they were pretty successful. Hello, welcome everybody. And they took their time before deploying the actual Ohm fork because they wanted to upgrade the system and fix a lot of mistakes that they saw happening with the previous Ohm forks. So they have a new governance system that's very, very, very interesting. I talk about it extensively in there. If you buy the NFT, you can boost your APY considerably, and you're going to be able to stake long term, up to like 2 years if you want to, in order to gain governance voting power. Okay. So they're trying to do that to fight the whales and other issues that have plagued a lot of Ohm forks. And I think their ideas are very, very interesting, and maybe you should have a look at it. All right, so let's look. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to to do the video today either. So we'll do it as fast as possible. Now, I keep telling you guys this, but the Russia-Ukraine war is just a cover-up to try to get to your crypto. The governments are using this as a way to invade your privacy and your assets. Okay, I've been saying that over and over and over since even before the war in Ukraine started. Okay. You just see the headlines here if you watch the CNN Crypto World video. The war and sanctions against Russia, okay, spur increasing calls for crypto regulations, right? So they're going to use this as a pretext, okay, to get their hands on your crypto so that they can tax the hell out of you. Okay, either they're going to ban crypto altogether in some countries, or they're going to make it very, very, very difficult for people to get onboarded on crypto, or they're going to make it very difficult for you to cash out your crypto into fiat. But you know what's going to happen? I'm telling you this now, okay? And remember what I'm saying. They're going to make it more and more difficult to go from fiat to crypto and from crypto to fiat. Okay, do that. Make it impossible, okay, for people to get from fiat to crypto and from crypto to fiat. You know what's going to happen? Fiat is going to be abandoned. People are not going to use fiat anymore. People are just going to make money in crypto and keep crypto. That's the future, people. I'm telling you right now, mark my words, put that on your calendar, okay? And remember what I'm saying right now. This is not the end of crypto. This is the end of fiat. They're trying to kill crypto, but it's going to backfire on them. Okay? But you got to be careful. Don't keep your crypto on centralized exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, and all that. And I'll show you why. Because these guys are at the mercy of government regulations. Also, don't keep your money on Metamask. Okay? Metamask is owned by a centralized organization in Brooklyn, New York. And I'll show you that as well. So you need to have another wallet, and I'm going to test a new wallet that I discovered recently. I don't know if it's good or not yet, but it looks very, very promising. And I'm going to show you that today as well. Welcome everybody. I'm going to answer your questions a little bit later. All right, so we're going to see the end of fiat in the next several years, okay? And crypto is going to replace that. Why? Because governments are going to make it harder and harder and harder to get into crypto, so people will bypass fiat altogether. They'll start earning money straight into crypto, and they're going to exchange crypto directly amongst each other, and they're not going to go through fiat anymore. You'll see this happen more and more and more and more. It's just starting right now. It's probably less than 1% of people that do that right now, but eventually it's going to gain momentum. And I'm telling you, this is the future. This is where it's going. All right. Next article. Crypto execs, how crypto execs reacting to economic sanctions against Russia. Well, let me change my mouse. I forgot to change it. As you can see here, this is CZ from Binance, the CEO of Binance. And it looks here. In fact, banks, most of them, I hope, follow sanction rules. Crypto exchanges, at least Binance, follow sanction rules. The media says crypto exchanges don't sanction Russia, normal people. Crypto exchanges don't follow sanction rules. Okay, so here he's saying that the media are not telling the truth. I believe him. I think he's an honest guy. But still, it's not good for us if Binance censors users. Okay, all right, I understand we want to impose sanctions against Russia because what Russia is doing is, is disgusting, what they're doing against Ukraine. I understand that. But you want to censor Putin and his friends. You don't necessarily want to censor like regular folks that in Russia, okay? It's not because the president is doing something stupid that the whole country has to suffer like that, okay? It's like killing everybody because one guy in the room has cancer, okay? It's not the proper way to handle things, okay? Not in my opinion. You can think otherwise, but I don't think it's the right thing, okay? And they're going to use these powers, okay, to sanction for anything, okay? You saw it in Canada, okay? The people, the truckers in Canada wanted to, they didn't want to get vaccinated. Okay, so they staged a protest, they blocked the highway. So instead of, I don't know, pulling more police force there or ask the army to take those people and put them in jail or God knows what, no, they decided to freeze their bank accounts and seize their crypto assets that were on centralized exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, and Coinbase. You see, governments will use any pretext to take your freaking money and your crypto. Okay, and they're using Ukraine, the war in Ukraine as a pretext. Okay, and you see here, you've got several other people that are saying, they comply with the sanctions because they want to look like good people and everything. And I understand, and they have to do it, otherwise they're going to be put in jail if they don't comply, or their company is going to be shut down. Okay, so they have to do it. They don't have a choice. Here you got Brian Armstrong from Coinbase saying the same thing, that they're going to freeze these accounts and etc. So it looks good, you know, if you say, oh, those bad Russians, they're going to be frozen. But they're going to use that against you also if your government decides to, for any reason to freeze your money. Okay? And we want to avoid that. We don't want to give them the power to do whatever they freaking want with our property. This is our property. We should have the right to do what we want with our property. Okay? That's the point here. That's the point. Now, there was... what did I want to say here? Oh, yeah. Japan to assess how Russia can avoid sanctions using crypto. Japan hates crypto. Japan hates privacy. Monero, which is a privacy coin, is banned in Japan. They want to know everything you do with your crypto. It's very difficult to buy crypto in Japan. I have a friend there. The only thing you can buy, I think, is Ethereum and Bitcoin. The rest is like unknown to Japanese people. It's very difficult to get into crypto there. Very, very difficult. See, Coinbase again, will comply with Russia ban if U.S. government tells us to. They have to. They don't have a choice. And he's a listed company on the stock market. Okay, he doesn't want to get delisted. He doesn't want his company to be shut down by the government. He doesn't have a choice. He has to do it. Okay, whatever the government tells him to do, he has to do it. Okay, he's running a centralized exchange. No choice there. Here they're saying the crypto market lost 100 billion overnight. Well, that's nothing. It's 4% of Bitcoin Bitcoin went down 4%, and that's 100 billion. Okay, and that's just because of uncertainties around Ukraine, and they never talk about this, but it's also the interest rate hike that's coming this month. The Federal Reserve wants to increase interest rates. Don't forget that. Now, you see, they want to ban crypto, and at the same time, they say, oh, it's so fantastic. There was a Ukraine DAO flag NFT that sold for $6.75 million, and Ukraine received a ton of money from generous people that gave crypto to Ukraine. So, you know, they praise that, but at the same time, they want to ban it. Yeah, next page. All right, see, this is what I was talking about. Metamask has blocked Ethereum transactions in Venezuela, citing compliance with the law. Actually, this was done by mistake. So even by mistake, okay, they can ban a whole country. Think about that. Okay, they didn't want to block Venezuela. Okay, they just the way the network is set up, they were banning some nodes. Okay, and it affected the whole country. They wanted to ban Russia, and they ended up banning Venezuela as a side effect. Okay, it was not even intended. So yeah, and this idiot here says decentralization is a myth. Decentralization is not a myth. MetaMask is centralized. Okay, if you had a really decentralized wallet, you wouldn't have this problem. Okay, why? Because there wouldn't be a central office saying, okay, let's ban Venezuela, or let's ban Russia, or let's ban Canada, or whatever country they decide to ban today. Okay, it wouldn't happen. Now, come on. So yeah, this I thought was funny. You should follow this guy, Watcher Guru. It's a huge account. You have very quick snippets of crypto news several times a day. It's very interesting to see what's going on. It's already almost 700,000 followers on this thing, so it's really cool. So it's at Watcher Guru. So here it says the Ukrainian government has raised over $46 million in Bitcoin and crypto donation. That's great for you know, that people are very generous. Right? And then the next news, Malaysia's deputy finance minister says Bitcoin and Ethereum are not suitable as payment instruments and are not a store of value. Okay, so if they were not payment instruments and stores of value, why is the Ukrainian government receiving $48 million and is happy about it? If it had no value, it would make no sense to give any money, right? Any crypto. It makes no sense, right? It shows how enlightened the Deputy Finance Minister in Malaysia is. And here again, Ukraine receives more money and so on. And so on. And here, Justin Bieber's manager, Scooter Brown, sold his Texas mansion for $18.5 million in Bitcoin. So, yeah, if it didn't have any value, why would he get $18 million in Bitcoin? You know, people, the Malaysian Deputy Finance Minister needs to understand what real money is. He doesn't get it yet. All right, Metamask. Okay, you need to learn where you're putting your money. Metamask is developed by Consensus Software Inc. Okay, and so if you look at Consensus, this Consensus here, it's a big company. It's got 500 employees, huge. So it's based in Brooklyn, New York. And it's got offices in Washington, D.C. and San Francisco. So obviously with an office in Washington, D.C., what do you think happens? Government knocks at their door and they just bow and kowtow and they say, yes, yes, sir, we're going to do whatever you want. We're going to do whatever you want. So if they ask to block your MetaMask wallet, they'll do it. Now, this is a weird company. I just saw this. I thought it was ridiculous. Look at this. On October 31st, 2018, Consensus acquired Planetary Resources, an asteroid mining company. A company that's planning to go in space and go mine for minerals on asteroids. Well, I guess it's a long-term investment. It's not going to happen overnight. But that's a weird investment if I ever heard of one. It's very progressive, I guess. Anyway, so what can you do? Well, this is an account you should follow. It's called Don't Follow Charlie B if you hate money. It's a very popular account also. I follow it. I think you should follow it. There's a lot of fun information there. I think Charlie is a trader and she looks at a lot of good stuff for us. So have a look at this. Now here's, so you have this wallet, xDefi wallet, okay. This one says, we do not track users' IP addresses or any other information. We're not owned by a regulated bank. We're built on, we've built our own cross-chain API. We will strive to protect your privacy rights, etc. We're independent. So I went and I checked their Twitter. This is their Twitter here. And I think they're going to become very, very popular very soon. There's already 63,000 followers, and I think they've got about 70,000 downloads on Google Chrome. So it is, it's not a tiny outfit. It's not as big as MetaMask because it's not as well known yet. But I think it's going to get better known soon, hopefully. And here, if you look at this article here, you can click these links and they show you how to migrate your accounts from MetaMask to xDefi. And you can do the same from Terra Station. This is one thing that's really, really neat. They say the best DeFi and NFT wallet for Terra, Torchain, Ethereum, Polygon, and BSC. So I don't know about Avalanche and Phantom and all that yet. I haven't looked at this very deeply, but I'm going to test it and see what can be done with xDefi. But it looks promising for people that, like me, enjoy their rights and want to safeguard their rights to privacy. Okay, so if you're concerned about privacy, check this out, have a look at it. This is the link to their website. The website looks like this. There's not a ton of info right there, but you have, their backers are here. if they're gonna show. Maybe not. Maybe. All right, so these are backers. So, and then what else we got here? The team. So you have actual people there. Some of them have very funny faces. But anyway, there's a big team of people working there. And we've got a blog and a fact and everything. So the best way to get it, you go to the Chrome Web Store, you look for xDefi wallet, and you can install it in a few seconds. It's not difficult to install. All right, next item on the list is Wonderland. Wonderland is going ahead with what they call the, what's it called again? The Rage Quit proposal. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Because the way it's designed, it favors the whales. And I'll show you why. Basically, it's for people that say, the hell with Wonderland, they messed up, I don't trust them anymore because of Sifu, I think Danielle is an idiot, it's a total train wreck, I lost 95% of my money, blah, 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 blah. And they don't believe that things are going to turn around at any time soon. Okay, all right, so you want to exit, fine, you're going to exit, and if you look at this is the whitelist. You have to sign up on the whitelist in order to get your Rage Quit payment. Okay, and as you can see here, it's 99% in favor. All right, 99%. Look at this. This guy's got $12 million worth of time tokens at today's price. $12 million. I looked at the price difference between, where is this? No, this is the proposal. It's very difficult to read. I don't like the way it's presented. But if we look here, so the current wrap memo price is still lower than the backing per wrap memo, but the difference is only about 17% now. So it's not that huge. It used to be a lot bigger, okay? So the price difference is shrinking somewhat. Probably because a lot of people have been buying the token in the hope of making a quick buck here. And those people are the whales. The whales have, as I explained in several videos before, the whales have been manipulating the price of the time token, okay? And they used Abracadabra's lending platform to push people into liquidation at the same time. Now that, by the way, if you check on Abracadabra, those vaults are closed. Okay, so you cannot borrow against your time token anymore, or your wrap memo anymore. Okay, so and I think that's why the price kind of stabilized. It didn't crash to zero yet. But look at the treasury. The treasury is still huge, 700 million. Okay, now I don't know how much we're going to lose of the treasury from the people on the whitelist. It says here 370,000 time tokens. That's 12 million. Right, times 6, 12 times 6, that's 72. So it's about 72 million. So even if all those people were paid off, it would be less than $100 million lost here. So it's not the end of the treasury, which is good news. But I still hate the proposal. The way it's implemented right now, it only profits these rich guys. All these guys have invested millions of dollars in time or wrap memo, okay? And they're the ones that will profit from this, while regular investors that bought at the top and stayed with Wonderland are not going to get any benefit. even if they were to sign on this and say yes, they're not going to get the 95% that they lost, right? They're only going to get, from today's price, about 17% more, about, roughly. So, for regular investors, I don't see the point. For big whales like all these guys, so far I haven't seen anybody that looks like a normal human being. They all have thousands and thousands of time tokens. And they all voted yes, of course, because they bought it at the bottom. So if you don't have, now it's too late. I think they already took the snapshot, so you cannot take advantage of this now. You had to buy it several days ago before you could take advantage of this. But I don't like the proposal at all. This is just going to feed the whales, and the whales will find another way to screw Wonderland around later. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so time for questions. What are you guys talking about here? Let's have a look at this. What is going on with Wonderland? Yeah, I just talked about it. In Russia, we have law that you can't say that this is the war. Yeah, I know. It's nice that we have governments tell us what we need, what we can say and not say, right? We can go to jail for 15 years for that. Well, at least it's free lodging, free food for 15 years. It's not so bad, right? Putin just signed this law, yeah. Sorry for you guys. Love the alpha, sir. Thank you very much. Ripple, tightly related to the WEF. What's that? The World Extraordinary Federation of Wrestling? What is that? I don't know what WEF is. Sir, what do you think about the rage quit? I just talked about it. It's a good idea to quit. You can't quit now. I mean, if you already have the tokens, okay, and it depends when you bought them. If you bought them when they were around $200, okay, yeah, you're gonna make a quick windfall. You're gonna make about 17-20% profit, like these whales are doing. Okay, but if you're like me and you bought it back in September last year, there's no benefit for me. How are you alive already? Oh, how long are you live? I'm trying to do it about an hour today. I always get the note too late. See, the problem is I have a daytime job, okay? And I try very, very hard to fit everything in my schedule, and it's kind of difficult. So the problem is if my daytime job takes too long, I have to postpone my my live. So I'm trying to do it more or less around the same time, but it's very, very, very difficult. Now, over the weekend, it's going to be after 5 p.m. American Eastern Time. It's easier to fit in my schedule for the weekend. So in the weekend, it's late afternoon, American Eastern Time. Early afternoon during the week, late afternoon on the weekend, okay? Just turn on the notification. You should be able to get the notification. I get the notification on my iPad. It should work if you turn on the little bell on the channel. I think you have to subscribe and turn on the bell, not just turn on the bell. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell, do all that stuff. And don't forget to like the video if you like it also. It brings more people in. You know the way it works is that YouTube looks at what you do, okay? And if people like the video a lot, then YouTube sends more people, okay? And they show that I produce videos to more people, and then they come here and they watch the videos and so on, okay? It doesn't happen by chance. It's all programmed. Nothing happens by chance. Okay, nothing. Okay, just go back to start. Okay, is this live? The date says 0302. Oh, did I forget to change the date? It's live. It's live. I'm here. Look, I'm here. I'll change the date after the video. Yes, I will, but live is more fun, right? It says 2nd of March. Okay, I've made a mistake. It's the 4th of March, okay? In your country, not here. Here it's the 5th, okay? And the year here is 2565, okay? So I'm in 543 years in the future. All right. No, it's live, all right. Okay, so it's live. We all agree it's live. Why is my access to the Discord limited? Did you join? Okay. You need to join as a paid member on YouTube. Okay, and you need to use the same email address on YouTube and on Discord. Okay, and you need to connect your YouTube on your Discord. There's a little video that explains that. Let me show you on the community page right here, if we can get there. So, all right. So this is our DeFi Crypto Today YouTube community page. You click on community right here. All right, and now there's several items here, blah, 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 blah. And we go down and down and down. There's going to be an article about Discord right here. So this is your Discord link. You need, if you don't know how to connect your YouTube account to your Discord account, you watch this little video. Okay? All right. Next. It's rather frustrating that they don't let you trade in futures and derivatives on Binance here in Europe. I know, right? It's too bad you don't have a VPN. Don't use a VPN because that might work. Okay? And also use perp. If you use perp, it's decentralized. It's not centralized like Binance. And if you have a message that says it's blocked in your country, well, don't use a VPN because it might work with a VPN. So I'm not telling you to use a VPN because that might be bad. But yeah, so you can click on this and then you can trade on... I don't know if it's going to show. Maybe I need to be set up on Optimism here. But anyway, so if your country blocks, perpetual futures, you're going to get a warning here. And typically, you don't get a warning if you're using a VPN. So don't use a VPN. Don't do that. Okay, love the way you work. Hang on, let's go back up. What do you think it will take for Rep Memo to get back to its all-time high? A lot. My understanding, okay, I don't know because Daniele doesn't call me every day to tell me what he's doing, right? But my understanding is that the people in charge at Wonderland are trying to find a new treasury manager and new executives to run the business because it's becoming very big, okay? And I don't know where they are at this. I checked on Discord. All I saw was the rage quit proposal, which sucks in my opinion because it only favors the whales that triggered most of the problems anyway. So whatever. So once we know that there's a new team in place, hopefully soon, but I don't know. It might take 1,000 years to get there. I don't know. I think things are gonna start picking up. Okay. Right now, it's been almost a month of nothing going on since the Sifu scandal, okay? And so I don't know where they're at. I don't know if they found somebody or if they're interviewing people to run the treasury and run the dev team and run the PR team and so on. There's a lot of things and a lot of people that need to be involved in this, okay? So it might take a long time before they fix things up, okay? My feeling also is that Daniel, I think, is probably very depressed, okay, and upset about the way things went. So he's probably not in a very good mood to hire new people yet. So hopefully, I'm hoping he's got some good people to help him fix things up, but I don't know. I don't know. So I'm patient. I don't care if it takes a year or more. I'm just keeping my. I bought it very, very early before the price went up sky high. I didn't buy it at all-time high. I bought it in September. It was a lot higher than now, but still, I didn't lose a lot of money on this yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Elon tweet. What about Elon tweet? What did Elon tweet again? I told Elon not to use his freaking phone anymore and stop tweeting garbage. Love the way you work. Thank you. Hello, will you be covering Solidex today's live? Well, I can do that now. I know Solidex took a dive, right? Let's see, CoinGecko. I think the price went down like 50% or something today. Didn't it? Let's have a look. Come on. Sex. Easy token name to remember. All right. Well, right now it says 0.8. I don't know what people are doing. Look at this. Well, the token is down a lot since the all-time high, 83%. And that was around here. It's not very old, the token, you know. So, I don't know. Right now, the Solidex experiment is still very young, okay? And let's see, OXDAO, is it open for business yet or not? Are they doing anything yet? Blah, 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 token price 5 cents, still zero here. Do they have a new web page or something? I don't know. OXDAO is supposed to do something that's going to, you know, try to take control over Solidly, and that's supposed to do something. Let me check. Maybe there's something on the Twitter. What are those idiots doing? Because I don't know. They managed to get a lot of money, and then they shut down the business, and it's like waste of time. Waste my time. It's what? OXDAO. This thing. So what are these guys doing right now? March 3rd. Final preparations for V2. Okay, so it's not yet released. Okay, so keep an eye open on this. If OXDAO version 2 takes off and is successful, it's going to bring a lot of competition to try to grab a lot of solid tokens. If the solid tokens is boosted by OXDAO V2, it's also going to push up Solidex, the sex token. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. You have to understand, okay, the VE33 concept created by Andrew Cronje, who disappeared from Twitter. I don't know, he's not back, right, is he? Andre, where are you? Cronje. Is he back? Is that the real one? I don't know. See, they're fake Andrew Cronje accounts now, for fuck's sake. What a mess. But anyway, I like Andre Cronje, despite the fact that he killed his own account. Okay, and now I don't know if he has a new account or not. And he's very, very smart. He's responsible for the coding of Solidly. Okay, and he's copying the model that's very successful at Curve. Okay, and the Curve War. So a Solidly war is happening right now. Okay, it's not exactly successful yet. The token tanked quite a bit. Okay, it's a new experiment. As Kamikaze, let me see what Kamikaze says today. Kamikaze. Okay, this guy is very, very bullish on Solidly. At least last time I checked. Now apparently there's CVX is doing something. I don't know about it. I didn't check. Okay, so there's some CVX sandwich attacks going on. Please be careful, he says. So it's mostly CVX in the news. Black Swan event, CVX. Wow, where's the solid stuff? Solid, where is it? Okay, solid, week 2, blah, blah, blah. Wexdow shit the bed and their site didn't make the launch again. Solidex fix, voting fix worked. Weave whales dumped massively. Ah, that's what happened. So the price tanked because some whales found a way to cash out at Weave. And high solid sell pressure. Don't buy the dip yet. Solidly needs some time to breathe after this carnage. Okay, so follow this guy. He's super smart. Okay, a lot smarter than I am. Check him out. Okay, Kamikaze. Okay, ETH. Okay, follow that guy. He's super smart. If you want to know what's going on with Solidly and Curve and CVX and all that stuff. He's very deep into that. Okay. So. All right. Let's go back. Okay, so we did cover that. BTC legal tender in Switzerland. Yeah, in one canton. It's not legal tender across Switzerland as far as I know. I checked the other day and it wasn't. It's in one canton, and I forget the name of the canton. But cantons in Switzerland have a lot of independence. They can make their own rules pretty much. So it's a very interesting confederation. What is your opinion about Phantom? Will it be more than $3? I'm very bullish about Phantom, but the market conditions are such crap right now. I don't know if and when it's going to go over $2. Okay, and reach $3. I'm telling you, if the Solidex, OXDAO, Solidly War takes off, if Solidly becomes really successful, like Curve has been, is still very successful, Phantom is going to explode. But it's big fat if. Okay? So, yeah, like, invest responsibly, okay? I think everybody should have a little bit of Phantom somewhere in their pockets, okay? Just in case it really takes off, okay? But I'm really bullish on Phantom over the long term. It's a good ecosystem. Thank you, buddy. You're welcome. What do you think about nuclear war? I think it's a great thing if you want to exterminate humanity. The Earth is going to survive and doesn't need us. Okay. Of course, a lot of animals and plants are going to be exterminated in the process, but you cannot exterminate life 100%. So life will survive. Life is a lot stronger than you believe. Okay. I mean, just look at the Chernobyl event. Okay. Humans left, right, and life took over. Forest grew, you got deer and all kinds of animals living in there in extreme radiation, but they still managed to survive. Okay, so it's not good for humanity if we get to a nuclear war. The odds of getting there are a bit low. Okay, but you know, I mean, anything is possible. Okay, somebody might trip on the wire and start the nuclear event. Who knows, right? I don't think they're going to go to that extreme. I don't think they're going to go to that extreme. What I think is going to happen, I think Russia is probably going to do a lot more trading with China and India and any other country that does not want to deal with the US dollar, at least for a while. Okay, and India doesn't is very willing to do business with Russia without using the US dollar. They're going to trade in gold and Bitcoin and whatever. China could do the same thing. Okay, I don't know how keen China is to trade with Russia right now, but I know India is very keen. But you just have to think that Russia and China have the most gold in the world right now. They have a ton of gold. They produce a lot of gold as well. And Russia has a ton of natural resources they can sell to anybody. Okay, so you know, I think Putin. You know, it's not that I like the guy or anything like that, but I think Putin is playing chess. Okay, and he planned the events. Okay, a certain way, because probably that he thinks that he can make the country survive despite the financial sanctions from the West. Is he right? Is he wrong? I don't know. We'll see, right? In the meantime, I'm pretty sure his people are suffering, but you know, that's what dictators do. All right. When are you going to show videos on options and perpetual futures? As soon as I have time to make them. The past week has been terrible for me. My regular job changed my schedule. I have to sleep at different hours. My head was like a mess for several days. I did not have time to make a lot of videos, so I'm very sorry for that. But as soon as my body adapts to my new schedule, my head is going to function better, and I'll make a lot more videos. I'm really keen on doing options and futures videos. There's so many strategies that can be implemented, and there's a lot of structured products already available. I want to show you guys. I showed you one or two videos about those structured products, but there's several protocols now across several networks that are doing that. Those are very interesting. You don't need to be a genius about options to take advantage of very sophisticated strategies. We're going to talk about Dopex, we're going to talk about Ribbon, we're going to talk about all kinds of things. Okay, it's coming. We're going to do DYDX as well, all kinds of fun things coming. Is your day job more important than memo treasury job? I wouldn't know how to run a $1 billion treasury, to be honest. I would like to learn how to do that. You know, if I had a mentor that said, okay, Chris, come over, we're going to run the Wonderland treasury, and my mentor is an expert at this, and he says, hey, I'll teach you everything you need to know. Hey, I'll do it. Okay? But I'm not an expert at managing hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay? I wish, but I'm not. Okay. Hello, Chris. If you keep these videos and live streams going, at see big future for your channel. Great work. Yeah, that's why I'm really trying hard to keep these lives. I really enjoy doing them. It's fun for me, and hopefully it's fun for you guys as well. So hopefully we'll do. Eventually, it's going to be a daily thing. I'm really trying hard to make it daily. It's hard some days. All right. Would you suggest to live in Russia with all these sanctions? Okay, let me tell you, I come from Canada, the other side of the planet that's cold. You know, if you look over the North Pole from Russia, that's Canada, right? And it's just as bad as Siberia. It's like Siberia everywhere, because it's freaking cold everywhere. And except like the very tiny south, very close to the United States border on the south, where it's a little bit warmer. Okay, I moved out of Canada almost 20 years ago because I can't stand the weather, and it's boring like dirt. Nothing happens in Canada. There's nothing fun to do. I mean, except if you like skiing and if you like hockey and if you like winter sports, okay, it's paradise. Okay, but I'm absolutely inept at all these winter sports. I tried them all. I'm ridiculously stupid on the ice. I fall on my ass in 10 seconds. I can't play any winter sports and enjoy them. Okay, so what's the point of living in a frozen hell if you can't enjoy it, right? So I moved out 20 years ago. So, and it wasn't because the politics were crazy. It just, I hated the weather. So up to you. I mean, you know, if you're not happy where you live, and it doesn't matter what country in the world it is, find a place where you're going to be happy. There's no point in living in a place that makes you unhappy. Okay, that's my 2 cents. About global warming. What if we sent a bunch of fans into space, point them at the Earth? It will cool us down. Ha ha ha. Global warming. You want to know what would solve it? Cows. You need cows. I know it sounds crazy. But I'm going to show you what I mean. You go to YouTube. Hang on, I want to keep that page. No, I don't need that page. YouTube. I'm going to show you what can fix global warming in less than 10 years. I know it sounds crazy, right? But we have the solution already, just nobody believes it. Savory Institute. Tute with a T. Follow this, the Savory Institute. This guy here, this is Mr. Savory. I know he's got a funny name. How to green the world's desert and reverse climate change. Right here, he did a TED Talk 9 years ago, already 9 years ago. If people implemented this 9 years ago, today we would not have climate change problems. I'm not joking. This is dead serious. Okay, watch this. Watch this. You want to know how to fix global warming? There it is. I'm not joking. I watched several of his videos. This guy is very, very smart. He's not stupid. His methods work and they're very easy to implement. Okay? The guy lives in Zimbabwe. Okay? And you'll see. Watch the video. Watch that video. This one, the TED Talk especially, it's a fantastic video. Over 4 million people watched it already. All right. Next, Russia blogs, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and this moment we're using VPN. I'm not surprised. We're having a bit of a crisis in CRO, which makes me feel all these coins are plain shitcoin. I'm quite sure Swiss introduced draconian KYC rules this year. I don't know. Chris, should I consider to resign from my day job to do crypto full time? I don't know. I don't know. Did you plan this, or you just is this something you woke up and said, "Hey, I want to quit my job"? Plan ahead. Okay. When I moved from Canada to Thailand, I already had a freelance job that was paying me very well, and essentially, I can work anywhere on the planet as long as there is internet. Okay. So plan ahead. Are you making enough money with crypto right now that you can live and not cut down your standard of living? Also, how risk-free is this investment? Okay, are you earning enough even in times of recession? Because maybe we're going to get into a recession, or maybe a really bad bear market. Don't forget interest rates are going to go up this year. Think about all that before you plan any big move in your life. Okay, are you moving? Are you living alone? Do you have a wife and children, and you know, all kinds of people that that depend on you? Think about all that. Plan it. Plan this very carefully. Okay, and don't forget taxes. Okay, don't forget the government's going to want its share. Apparently, there are almost 10 times more Ukrainians in Canada than Russians, and there are more Greeks than Turks in Canada. This never happens. I don't know. I didn't have any Ukrainian and Turkish friends in Canada. I cannot tell. I don't know. I like all your videos. Well, thank you very much for watching. All right, I'm going to have to leave because I have another appointment. Tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be after 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And same thing on Sunday, okay? It's going to be after 5 p.m., so probably 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that, okay? As soon as I can put pieces together for the video. So we have to cut it short quickly because I really have to run. And thank you very much for watching. I love your questions. Don't forget to like the video. If you're not subscribed, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you are notified when there's a new video popping up. Okay? All right. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.